I love gold. I love gold so much that I even lost my genitalia in an unfortunate smelting accident. Hence the name Gold Member.
What's going on, guys? You're now watching the greatest channel that has ever existed. My name is 𝘰𝘰𝘯𝘵, and I truly appreciate you for being here with me. So that last video was from Austin Powers' Gold Member. He really loved gold. He had to destroy or vanquish a guy that was a gold member. He was a terrorist, and then you saw Beyonce looking real sexy, real foxy Cleopatra. I'm a whole lot of women in that video. But the most important part is that gold is absolutely amazing. It explodes in value. And the reason for this video is that you are early into cryptocurrency. More specifically, you are early into liquid loans, okay? Because when the loan token comes out, it's like a secret that no one knows. It's almost like the gold rush in 1849, where no one knew about it, but a few people knew about it. And then when a few people knew about it, they took all the power, they owned all the land, and they made all of the gains right before all the people came and rushed in and were going crazy over the gold. You still have opportunity to buy it the day that it comes out and then make tremendous gains. Okay, so before that, we're going to look at some of the comments from my subscribers. I really appreciate you guys for subscribing and commenting. The first comment is by Carter's BMX. He says, just wondering why you had to times your 𝘰𝘰𝘯𝘰𝘰 by 1,000 to get the true value. You lost me at that. Blue Bum, thank you for that, told me that 1,000 T shares equals 1,000 B shares. That's trillion shares equals 1,000 B shares. For B is billion shares. The calculation of how much 𝘰𝘰𝘯𝘰 you get is days served times B shares plus days served times B shares times launch bonus. So if you have T shares, you're multiplying it by 1,000. Then we go to the next comment. It says, if those predictions comes true, oh my God, I'm just hoping $5 by 2030. He's talking about the Pulsechain. He's hoping by $5 by 2030. That's pretty much guaranteed to happen. This coin is just going to be, I'm just so happy that we're here, that we can have riches and that we can be able to proclaim those riches and to give back to the community, give back to those that are less fortunate, give back to political organizations that you actually care about, because the amount of riches that we're going to have is going to be absolutely monumental. And I don't want you to waste it. I want you to use it to change the world, to make the world a better place, because this is just going to be crazy. 10 seconds in and I already clicked like. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. I like to, have some humor at the beginning. I agree. This is the best channel ever. Thank you. I appreciate it. I thought we would go back to 50 cents in March, which would have made it 6 cents from the last time high in September. End of May is very plausible, especially with Pulsechain launching soon. Yes, so Richard Hart said a while ago that Hex has an all-time high every 6 months or sooner. But in March, that was the first time that Hex never had an all-time high in a 6-month span. But that probably just means that the next all-time high is going to be even more ridiculous than it would have been if the all-time high happened in March. Okay, next we have, so you're saying that PulseX or Pulsechain a month after release? Pulsechain you should buy as soon as it comes out, but PulseX you should wait until about a month after release. The reason I say this is because I know a lot of people in the Reddit channels, in the Telegram channels, and my mic almost fell over. In a lot of people in a lot of the channels, they are going to sell their PulseX to buy some more Pulsechain. Next we have, be careful of swapping. There's nobody who's going to give you good liquidity price ratios to exchange PulseX to get Pulse. You might be buying Pulse at 5x and start at the start and paying into my bags. It's true, no one knows exactly what the ratio is going to be for PulseX when it comes to Pulse, but I know that especially at the beginning, Pulsechain is going to be worth way more than PulseX. PulseX will eventually increase in value because of the buy and burn, but not at the beginning. Okay, and next we have Axel Pros that says APY based on T shares and market conditions. Interesting Hex strategy. Yes, so the APY for Hex is still going to be about 38% or 40%, but it depends how much Hex you stake and how long you stake it. The average stake is about 38%, but if you stake it for a very short amount of time and you stake a very minimal amount of Hex, your APY is going to be something very tiny, like 10%. I like how I said very tiny, like 10%. Okay, so liquid loans is a protocol that allows you to take your Pulsechain assets and then extract that value out of it, and then give you it gives you a stable coin called USDL, and you can use that USDL value to buy anything that you want. You can use it to buy your Lambo, you can use it to pay your bills, you can use it for so many different things. The good thing about liquid loans too is that you could take out those USDL or those dollars, those crypto dollars, you could put them into a stability pool. That stability pool will constantly give you for free, for just putting it in a pool, a coin called liquid loans coin or loan token. Okay, it's called loan token. That loan token, you can then use that loan token and put that loan token into a staking pool. If you put it into a staking pool, you automatically receive Pulsechain, and you automatically receive even more USDL. And you can do this over and over again. You can take that Pulsechain USDL, use it to buy more loan token, use it to put more in the liquid loans vault, which gives you even more USDL, on and on and on. Because of this is a compounding interest type environment. This is going to be absolutely amazing, and is going to be just like the gold rush of 1849. So what was the gold rush of 1849? And why is Pulsechain and liquid loans a secret right now? Well, in January of 1847, 9 months after the Mexican-American War, America's always at war, always fighting somebody 24/7, leading to the resolution of the military conflict of Alta California, James Walsh found a shiny metal in the trail race of a lumber mill that was in the building of Sacramento pioneer John Sutter. Okay. Also known as Sutter's Mill, near Coloma in the American River. Marshall brought what he found to Sutter, and the two privately tested the metal. Privately, right now it's very private. Right now, Pulsechain is very private. It's not like we're actually hiding it. In fact, I'm making a YouTube video right now trying to proclaim the greatness of it. But because people don't really care, because people don't really pay attention to Pulsechain and the Hex ecosystem, it might as well be private. Okay. They tested the metal to make sure that's real. Just like Pulsechain, you can look at the code to make sure that's real. After the test, they showed that it was gold. Solar expressed dismay, wanting to keep the news quiet because he feared that what would happen to his plans for an agricultural empire if there were a gold rush in the region. See? Sutter was so concerned about regular riches. He's probably like a person that was more concerned about investing in real estate or about investing in bonds. The regular agricultural fields, when there's freaking gold right here. There's a gold mine under your feet, and the first thing that you do when you discover that there's a gold mine is that you have hesitancy, is that you're sad. That's just the way human beings are. We're very risk averse, right? We're afraid of new things. Having sworn all concerned at the mill to secrecy, so at his lumber mill, he said everyone must be quiet. Sutter sent Charles Bennett to the Monterey to meet with Colonel Mason, the chief U.S. official of California, to secure the mineral rights of the land where the mill stood. Bennett was not to tell anyone about the discovery of gold, right? Everything is in secret. But when he stopped at Benicia, he heard talk about the discovery of coal near Mount Diablo. He blurted out that the discovery of gold, okay? So he was supposed to keep it to himself, but he just had to proclaim it. He just had to spread the word to everyone in the world. He had to be an apostle, right? Tell everyone about everything when it comes to gold. He continued to San Francisco, where again he could not keep the secret. When he finally arrived at Monterey, Mason declined to make any judgment of the title to lands and mineral rights. So even when he went to Monterey, Mason declined to give him any title for the lands. So they still didn't see the value of the gold mine that was there, of the gold under the ground that was there. It was ridiculous. And Bennett, for the third time, revealed that there was a gold discovery, right? So he just wouldn't give him the land rights. And even after he found out that there was gold, Mason declined to give him the title rights. By March 1848, because you can't keep a rumor forever, you can't keep a secret forever, rumors of the discovery were confirmed by San Francisco newspaper publisher and merchant Samuel Brannan. Brannan hurriedly set up a store to sell gold prospecting supplies. This is very good. Levi Jeans also did the same thing. They made millions upon millions of dollars selling jeans to the gold pickers. They didn't actually go to San Francisco to search for gold. They went there to help the people that were searching for gold. They sold pans and deceivers that you use to sieve out the gold, to filter out the gold. They made so much money. And in fact, Levi Jeans is available today. You can buy them for like $150. They're so expensive. as he walked through the streets of San Francisco holding aloft a vial of gold, shouting, "Gold, gold, gold from the American River." So this is absolutely amazing. We're going to talk about how I'm going to play a short clip from the video that was streamed in February 11. This is with Jesse the Pit Boss and other people in the liquid loans community, where they were talking about locks versus no locks. But most importantly, I'm going to want to go back to about 9-10, where they're talking about the value of, if you bought liquid loans early, like let's say you bought it the day that it comes out, you bought it at 10 cents per token. In a few months, it's going to go up to $10 a token. When you put it into the staking pool, you will receive 100 times more rewards than a person that bought it when liquid loans was $10. So if you bought your liquid loans when you're 10 cents and put it into the staking pool, a person that bought that liquid loans when it was $10 will receive the same amount of USDL and Pulsechain that you get, even though you pay 10 cents and they pay $10. Your APY therefore increases by, let's say, is actually about 200% or 2,000%. They're going to do a better job explaining it.
Let's say you paid 10, your perceived value was 10 cents a coin, okay? And it 100x'd, so it's $10 a piece now. You paid 10 cents and you're collecting this amount of fees. But a guy who comes in at the same time, like at this point in time now, had to pay $10 to collect the same amount of fees. So it's literally a translation into the X factor of the fees that you're collecting. If you're an early participant, you could literally be collecting hundreds or even thousands of X's multipliers of the fees that later participants would be able to get. Haunted, go through some of that math if you could.
Just what Jesse was saying. For example, if say the APR was 20%, and there was 0 X's, you put $1,000 down, you will make $200 for the year. That's the APR for $1,000. So say that the price of the loan token did a 10x, right? So now your APR is based on the new price of the token. So now you should times that by, you should times the APR by 10 as well, which is 200%. So you're now, for now, an early adopter who got in the beginning, did a 10x, and the APR is 20%. Your APR is really 200%, and now you're making 200% on your initial investment.
That was an amazing video. Go back and watch the rest. And in fact, I want you to watch this video right here. Okay, you see it? This video right here. And I'm telling you this because I thank you, I love you, I appreciate you. Let's get this money.